Gonna straight go straight to it. Starfield Notepad review. All right, so overview. It is set around 2200 ish year, I think, and some event made Earth uninhabitable. But science has advanced to a point where people can do jumps. They're like basically like warping or teleporting from like different universes. I don't know how that's possible. I mean, that's part of the game. Like you unravel that mystery, like how that was found. Main character starts as a miner. He's just like mining in some type of planet, and he encounters some type of magical artifact that leads him to join a small group that focuses on star adventure, and they try to discover the secret behind the artifacts together. And that's basically the game. Um, how long is the game? Main quest probably took about like 24 hours. I'm not sure where that 30 to 40 hours came from, but it's more like 20 to 25 hours, I think, the main quest. And it took me about 24 28 hours to beat it with some side quests here and there, because I did mainly focus on beating the main quest, but side quests were really good. I'll get into that more in detail a little bit later. So how hard is the game? It is really easy. The game I played on normal, but like it was mostly easy with occasional hard parts. Like some hard parts were really good and like really good, like hard in a good way, but a lot of times like it was really frustrating. Not because like it was hard in a good way, but like it's just hard in a bad way, in a way that it's just a game mechanic that makes it frustrating. And there's nothing you can do about it sometimes, because like it's kind of buggy. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, like some parts of the game. So yeah, that was really weird. So positives of the game: side quest stories are great. Man, side quests are really good, especially the clan ones. And yeah, the clan ones basically are really good, and they could probably be like main quest stories of their own, I think. Like that's how good that was. Voice acting throughout the game is amazing too. Wow, like every character has like their own voice actor, I think, and they all did an amazing job of it too. And you can choose all kinds of dialogue, and they're all voice acted, and that's amazing.
You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
Talent options felt good. That was really fun, I think, for me at least. Just choosing those points, and they're like, they just give you some extra skills based depending on what skill it is. You need to learn how to you need to get a point in pickpocketing, or you can't pickpocket before that. But I remember in like Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games, you just have that pickpocket. But in this game, you kind of have to talent into it, to learn how to do those skills. I thought that was pretty good. Option to play first person and third person. I thought that was amazing. And first person is pretty good. First person is obviously like, the classic Fallout Elder Scroll style, and that was really great. And third person is really good too. I personally like the third person way better a lot of times, and it was really good. It was that good. Like Gears of War, I wouldn't say Gears of War that good. Like it's very close to that. Like that's how good it is. The next one is great sound effect. So there were a lot of moments where some of them some moments were suspenseful, some moments were very thrilling and pace like high pace, and great sound effect and music made it really like dramatic and great. Some of the moments were really memorable because of that. Oh god. Oh, oh I made it. Oh, some great weapon choices. There are a lot of different weapon choices, all with all types of different bullet choices too. And they were all really fun. Some of the weapons were really fun to use, especially the legendary ones once I started getting them. All right, let's go straight into the negatives now. So main story felt somewhat kind of underwhelming. I'm pretty sure like these games are like not main story focused game anyway, but like it just felt really bad. Like or not bad, but like very underwhelming, fast paced, and they were trying to make it emotional, but it didn't really feel emotional because it doesn't go too deep into like character development and things like that, I don't think. So that just felt kind of underwhelming. Some repetitive and boring gameplay. So what I mean by this one is so I played Elder Scrolls 4 and 5. So Elder Scrolls 4, if Elder Scrolls 4 had Oblivion Gate to clear, and if Elder Scrolls 5 had dragons to kill and then you get skills up and things like that, this game, Skyfield, has temple. What you do in temple is you collect lights while you're gravity free and you listen to some type of music and you get some type of magical power. Now that type of gameplay felt really boring and it was cool at first, but like getting it over and over just felt very tedious and boring compared to what we were getting with Dragon and Elder Scrolls 5 and Oblivion Gate and Elder Scrolls 4. We don't have any of that in it. I don't think that type of gameplay was here. And I'm guessing Temple was supposed to be that type of gameplay. But, God, that was bad. That was just bad, I'm gonna say. So adventuring seems underwhelming too. So I remember like in yeah again in Elder Scroll games like you just adventure around and then you go into caves and like sometimes that cave ends up being amazing like 30-minute experience where you get really good armor at the end and stuff like that. There was none of that in here either, I don't think. You just like land on a planet and adventure around and you just scan things sometimes and you just discover, kill some mobs, but nothing too deep adventuring. It just didn't feel that good to adventure. Um, like most of the good parts about this game is basically on side quests. Even I think the side quest stories are just better than main story quests. Just just flat out too. That was how good it was. At least the ones I did, and I'm pretty sure all the cleanse ones are good. The one I did was amazing. So travel system is bad. Oh my god, the travel system was so bad. So how travel system worked was, fast travels. You were you can fast travel from different universe to or different solar system to different solar system, I guess, or universe or whatever they're called. Um, but then there's distance limit, so you can't go to a certain place all at once. You would have to stop by one place and then go to that place without really doing anything. All you do is you go to that place, and then as soon as that place gets loaded up, you press start and you go to the next place. Like, what's the point of that? Why can't we just travel to that place all at once? Like, I thought that was really bad. Um, yeah, that was just bad. And inventory was hard to organize. So there was a lot of times the game or I was getting incumbent. I mean just kind of like Elder Scrolls games, like that's how it is, but it was really hard to organize the gear. Like they're all kind of in category either that or all, and then you can't go up or down, or like you can only scroll down, and then you can't go, and then if you press down at the last, or if you press up on the first one, it won't go up or down. It just stays there. So like it kind of was hard to scroll and manage the inventory. That was really bad, I think. So that was pretty much it. And I think overall, I would say the score would be like 7.8. Very disappointing in my opinion. Compared to the hype, but still very fun and uh, still very fun. Yeah, like especially the side story. Uh, the side stories. Uh, but it's definitely not one of those classic Bethesda game, I would say. Like this wasn't it. It's not gonna be like one of those classic ones. Like if you're expecting something like Skyrim, that's not, this is basically not it. Uh Pretty underwhelming if you're comparing to that for sure. What else is there to say? So I think if side quest by itself, if the side quest, like if if the game was consisted of those side quest stories alone, and then made it a little bigger, I think that game would be 9.0. That would be a much better game, that's for sure. But and then you got the main story plus the traveling and all that weird stuff that like you don't need, man. Yep, that was just pretty much average game. But it's still pretty fun to play. Yep, that's pretty much the review of this game. Thanks for watching this review, and I will see you on the next game. Thank you.